greetings world. We are anonymous. Firstly, I must address the poorly and purposefully worded migrant crisis, which as we know is a refugee crisis brought about by the usual suspects and their sycophants. Secondly and sadly, the catalyst that got people to only slightly wake up was the recent image of the little boy dead on the beach. This awful reality happens day in and day out. Yet, the planet only seemed to react to this image, instead of all the other repugnant atrocities that take place on a minute-by-minute basis, in one way or another. Thirdly, there was a positive move, and surely many of you witnessed shortly after, and that was the normal people of many European nations going to the streets telling their selfish governments that the refugees were welcome to stay in their homes, if the governments were not willing to do what they are by law supposed to do. Sadly, we are also starting to see the far right and their sycophants rise up against this outpouring of humanity. Antifa. Be ready. Lols. Could this also be part of their plans? To see if they can cause a rift within the people of these so-called democracies in the West, which if infighting took place, would no doubt be used to bring in a new form of social order and probably, even more draconian and Orwellian laws. Of course, we all know that the only reason that we have this refugee crisis in the first place, not known, or seen in our history or in the history books, is simply because of the plans of world domination by the US, with the help of their lapdogs. Could this be a war on Islam due to the lack of usury? Or is it because of the West and its affiliated companies' greed for their natural resources? I personally think it is a mixture of both. Finally, I must say that this demonization of Islam at the present time, and in my experience, is unfounded. I have worked with, and have had many Muslim friends, not to mention friends of all other faiths, most of my life. Never once have I had any of my friends or colleagues ever try to convert me to any religion. It also has to be mentioned that this also goes against Islamic teachings. I personally do not subscribe to any religious doctrine, but adamantly feel that people should be able to practice whatever religion that they like, as long as they don't hurt others in the process. Let us not forget that 99.9% of religions condemn violence. To sum up, we all have family and friends that we love and cherish. So, if we can just extend these wonderful feelings to everyone on this planet, then we can truly end these abhorrent wars, and the greed that takes so many of our brothers and sisters' lives. Thank you for listening. Peace and love to you all. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. It's too late to expect us.